Hello, Alamal. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to thank everybody for their great comments on my last React video. Link up above if you haven't seen it. I was asking some questions about looking at the grocery store in Amsterdam, and I asked some questions about the beers and a whole heap of different things about this apple syrup. And a lot of those questions were asked, which I'm grateful for. I got some great feedback about some other videos that I might be able to react to. So tonight I'm going to have a look at why grocery shopping is better in Amsterdam by Not Just Bikes. So if you don't know who that channel is, you should actually take a look and subscribe to their channel and support the original content provider. But I'm going to react to this video tonight and see what it's like. So over to the video. Let's go. Not just bikes.
There are a lot of grocery stores in Amsterdam, like a lot.
That's a
Here's
lot.
one, and here's another. And just in case you missed those, there's one over there too.
Okay, every single corner.
Grocery stores, markets, butchers, and bakers are woven into the urban fabric so that no matter where you are, you're only a short walk to somewhere where you can buy fresh food.
That's good.
In the Netherlands, most people prefer to make small trips to buy food for today or the next few days rather than large weekly or fortnightly shopping trips by car.
Okay, well, that's very, very different to in Australia. So in Australia, we generally do a weekly grocery shopping. So we would actually look at grocery shopping and we would say all the meals for the week, everything we need to do, and then we might go back to the supermarket if we've run out of milk or we need some more bread or maybe some more fresh meat towards the end of the week. But definitely not the daily trip. You definitely have to drive down to the supermarket in here in Australia. So I suppose we could walk. It's about a 20-minute walk from my place to a supermarket. So it doesn't sound like it's that far in Amsterdam. So that's pretty cool.
This by itself isn't that unusual. Most cities I've been to in Europe and Asia have grocery stores and markets dotted throughout the city.
Yep.
What's interesting about the Netherlands is how optimized everything is to make your grocery shopping trip as fast as possible.
Okay, cool.
Shops are not set back behind a sea of parking, so it's easy to stop in if you're walking by. In fact, many grocery stores do not have any car
Look at
parking
all
at
the
all.
look at all the bike parks out the front. That's cool. So instead of actually having a car park out the front like we would have here in Australia, we you have a whole heap of bikes that park out the front of your Albert Heijn. That's pretty cool. So pull up, lock your bike up, go into the shop and do your groceries and come back out. That's very neat. I
Oh,
like
and it's
that.
common to see them in pedestrianized areas accessible only by walking or cycling.
That's cool.
Of course, bicycle parking is always provided right out front, making it also very quick to shop by bicycle.
Oh, there
Just
you go.
pull up and lock the bike. Grab some reusable shopping bags and get a basket. Some of the more modern shops provide hand scanners that allow you to scan your items as you
What are they? Hand scanners. Okay, we'll find out what they are. They look pretty cool. We don't have anything like that here in Australia.
shop. Scanning each item as you place it in your bag also means you
What?
don't need to rebag your groceries at the checkout.
That's cool.
Since everything has already been scanned, the checkout process is very quick. Just tap your contactless payment card and grab your receipt.
Oh my, that would be so much quicker. So you scan as you go along, all the items, put them in your bag, ready packed to go, and all you have to do is go up to the receipt register, scan it, and it brings your receipt up, and then you just pay. That is so efficient. We have self-checkouts here in Australia, which we use a lot, but we would have to go through the supermarket, pick up all your groceries, put them in the trolley, take them to the self-checkout area, take each item out individually, scan it, and the trolley, the systems that we have actually check the weight of the products as you actually scanning them to make sure that you haven't stolen anything. So you would scan something, put it down, wait for the weight to register. It goes, then you scan the next one and so forth until you're finished. And then after you've done all that, then you can pay for it, and then you can lift your bags up and put them back in the trolley. This is so much more efficient. This is really, really cool. I haven't seen anything like this.
The exit gate opens when you scan your receipt. Drop the
Okay.
bags back into the bike, unlock, and we're off. For a
Cool.
typical grocery trip, I can be in and out in less than 10 minutes, and it's easy to do whenever I'm on my way home. If you'd rather not buy plastic wrap foods and only interact with machines, there are markets available too. Often, these have better prices, especially on fresh produce.
That's good to
And if
know.
you'd prefer to have your vegetables hand polished and looking like a magazine shoot, you can visit shops the Dutch like to call vegetable jewelers. That is, if you can afford them. It's honestly refreshing to live somewhere where grocery shopping isn't some big ordeal. In Canada or in the US, I would literally spend more time just waiting at traffic lights on the way to the grocery store than my entire trip to the grocery store here in the Netherlands. I always found the North American car centric grocery trip to be really messed up. Driving out to the edge of town in heavy traffic, waiting in huge checkout lines, buying everything in massive quantities,
We have Costco's in Australia. We've only got a couple here in the Melbourne where I am from, so we have like two. They are always got big queues. Lots of people go to them, buy things in bulk. And this is where you buy big jars of stuff that you probably never ever go through and use, or you buy uh, 32 hot cross buns or something like that. So monstrous amounts of food. And then you just have, obviously, you just can't put that in a bicycle. And so you'd have to put that in a car. And, our closest Costco is about 35, 40 minutes away by a car. So, yeah, I don't think it'd be riding to that and then riding home with the amount of food you get from Costco. So, I can understand this is very, very different Costco to the behaviors of the Dutch supermarkets by the looks of it.
effectively turning your house into a convenience store just to save a few bucks. And who eats this much food? The truth is, nobody does. The US and Canada have the highest level of food waste in the world. Almost 1/4 of all food purchased by consumers goes to
Buy it,
waste, and the bulk shopping
goes
culture
out,
definitely plays a part in that.
and you chuck it
You're much
away.
less likely to eat fresh food if you're buying it in bulk for the week rather than if you stop on your way home from work. Of course, when everyone is forced to travel everywhere by car, nothing is a quick trip anymore,
Mm.
especially in rush hour. There have been several times where our
I did watch a video a while back about the difference between countries like Holland who have a bike culture rather than the US and even Australia to an extent, which have pretty much developed a car culture. Here in Australia, we actually, in Melbourne specifically, we have it's very similar to this sort of layout where we have a tram down the middle. And then the next area is bicycle lanes, and then you've got pedestrians on the outside. So it goes pedestrian, bike, tram, um, bike, pedestrian, with no cars going down the street. So I think we're starting to get the idea that cars don't necessarily need to rule the road. But definitely in America, I can see that they're a little still got their dependency on motor vehicles.
families live without a car in various cities around the world. When you tell this to someone in North America, often the first question they ask will be, "But how do you buy groceries?" I like buying groceries in small quantities. It allows us to eat whatever we're in the mood for that day. And with two boys who eat a lot, it's good that unexpected grocery trips are quick. Small grocery trips make it easier for our family to eat healthy, fresh food, and we're less likely to have food that goes to waste. It's nice to live in Amsterdam where quick grocery trips are not just possible, they're actively encouraged.
Scan it.
And nobody
Love
ever
those
asks us,
scanners.
"But how do you buy groceries?"
That's true. All right. Well, that was short, but very interesting and quite a cool video. So couple of things there. Very, very different to Australia in the fact that there's so many grocery stores so close together. The biking out the front, which was really cool, rather than a car park, was great. Individual shopping trips to get stuff for today or tomorrow, rather than a whole week's worth of groceries. And yeah, it was really, really interesting. I hope you liked the reaction. I found it to be quite interesting, intriguing. Those scanners, I wish we would get those here in Australia because that would make checking out so much quicker. Until next time, tot scenes, everyone. Bye.